What are you smiling about? Means my boobs got bigger. Good evening, guys, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I swear to God, this game has got to have one of the most adorable intros, and the music is just fantastic. Anyways, last time I opened this game with saying that it is going to mess with your mind. I'm hoping we're finally gonna get to that part, in this episode. Without any further ado, let's just jump in and see where this one takes us. Yes, so now we have to do a poem, right, for, well, our individual members down there. I am not quite sure how to do this. Now, the game says that you should pick words, like, that your favorite member of the club would like. I suppose that the real sophisticated ones are gonna be for either the one on the very left or the purple haired one. And then I guess I think they mentioned something about the pink one making cute poems or something, so the cute ones are probably for her. I mean, she's our friend, so I would like to tailor it towards her, but I don't really know how. Daydream. Yeah, there we go. It's really difficult to put your hands on what she actually is. Oof, okay, I missed a whole bunch there, but Jesus. In my opinion, that was way more difficult than it should have been. Hi again, Bacon-kun. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Bacon-kun. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Yeah, don't worry about it. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Yeah, fuck you too, Natsuki. Sorry. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Yeah, I also want to eat cupcakes. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I mean, she's not wrong. Manga is great. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Bacon-kun always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because the room is so messy it's distracting. Yeah, one thing you should know about the protagonist is he's kind of an asshole. I mean, I'm kind of an asshole. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Bacon-kun can become good friends too? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. What? Is that a weird situation? I don't know. Uh-oh. You even brought you something today, Wait. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from me is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, it won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. As we could, you know, discuss it if you sure as hell want to discuss some books, if you know what I mean. Huh. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? No accidents. There are no such accidents with girls. Don't worry about it. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Mitsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? It's literally reading a book. Why would you want to read it with someone else? I guess I could always read some of the book you gave me. Exactly. It's literature. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna really seem late. We're gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. Festivals are a chance to show everyone something. Problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. It really doesn't. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's kind of right on that one. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds and whatnot. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? It most definitely will. I guess we could... Cupcakes? 100% yes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. She makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes speak to me on a spiritual level as well. Cupcakes it is then. I'm really hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Ransom. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, she can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. And it's really low resolution too. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Is there one like that? Just asking. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? No! No, not less time for anime. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder, see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? No, not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's it's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my finger... So, I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. He's like being nice, but then he's like the biggest asshole ever. And my hair is just pretty hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about... Well then, okay. Protagonist. Meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? What do you think, you don't have a boyfriend yet? God, just relentless with the heat. Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but she'll thank me later. Start to button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Yeah, it's a bit strange there. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, Baka. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger. You know, there were several directions this game could have gotten. I'm glad to see it's going in this one. Means my boobs got bigger again. You don't say that out loud. Anyways, everything aside, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see her blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. She hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. That's better. Phew, that's so much better. She puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? It was kind of my protagonist's logic, but hey. And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. That's true. Maybe I should be your boyfriend. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Fuck yeah, I wanna come wake... sure, that might be a okay idea. You're doing it again. I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Bacon-kun, I can't wait to read yours. Same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Trots. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I really couldn't find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. That's good detailing there. I'm really Really glad we got that out of the way. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? Does that matter? Well, I tailored it somewhat towards Sayori. I didn't fully land it, but let's go with her first, I guess. Let's go just from the top. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. Right, she's my friend. Of course I would be. She's my friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Bacon-kun. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. You must be seriously overreacting. Not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Bacon-kun poem. Remember that, kids. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. She hugs the sheet against her chest. Yeah. I'm really happy you wrote just one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Dumbass, am I right? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. Doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if she sees the full picture of my motivation here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Nice. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? It's just a guess. It's just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. Bad to skip breakfast. Gee, tell me about it. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehe. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Oh yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh god, 3 more. Jeez, this is really taking a long time. Let's go with the leader. Why the hell not? Hi, Bacon-kun. Having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring this up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more seated in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Bacon-kun. We're all a little embarrassed today, huh? That's sort of the barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. That's true. I hand over the poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? Well, you and Sayori are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. makes sense, right? Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. That may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Could be. Gosh, sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. But I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? That's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Am I the only one who feels like she's being a bit too nice? So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's see it. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A nosy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Deep? What do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. The kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark pile of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, that's actually really good advice. I would have to agree, yeah. And my hair is doing magic. Well, let's go with Yuri. I'm gonna leave that asshole for last. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Well, fuck you too, how about that? It's that bad, huh? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just, there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Sayori finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Atsuki can be a little bit biased though. How? Well, never mind. You shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if she's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. She smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. Last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I guess it's nice. I don't know. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. I wasn't thinking about that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually read longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? Must have totally missed the point. You're kind of an idiot. Don't worry about it. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their words. They usually do more than tell a simple story, paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, well there's only one person remaining, so let's do it. Silence, silence. It's about what I expected for someone like you. Oh, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? You wanna get smacked? I'll pass. Huh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I actually kinda like that. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Well, that's what I think. Your writing style would make your message endless valid. Exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. Okay, I get it, it's a good poem, just stop already. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. Guess more went into it than I realized. And that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you all learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one out here, did you? Guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if she is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Phew, quite indeed. Yes, that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Oh, did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? I mean, it was kind of the weakest of all the poems, so... Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Thanks, Skype. Sayori liked it, and Bacon did too. So based on that, I will gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Woohoo! Burned all the way down to a crisp! And Bacon can like my poem too, you know. He even told me it was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh boy, the music stopped. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member. Huh? That's not what... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Bacon appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Oh god, I'm gonna be caught in the middle of this, am I not? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Bacon started showing up. Alright. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you, both of them. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turns towards me. Bacon, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have ever happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Let me help explain that to her. Help me explain that to her, Bacon. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Bacon? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Please, help, I'm definitely not doing that. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Huh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. Good scapegoating there. Good job there, mate. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Bacon-kun? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject with their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless she wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Oh my fucking god. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody Stop! Mitsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Mitsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Mitsuki's cute. There's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's are the same size as they always were. Big and beautiful. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. She rushes off. Mitsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Well, this is why Sayori is the vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing for me. Haha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She may be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If I could only get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay everyone, just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was right, mostly. Bacon, how about you? I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. But then luck means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Wow, this guy is like the most manipulative bastard ever. I love it. And nod to myself with a newfound determination. Bacon-kun, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehe. She beams at me. It really has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? I don't hate them. It's only your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Huh. You know, Bacon-kun, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everybody really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds. I pat her on the shoulder. I said that to myself more than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Well guys, I'm going to end the episode there. God, this is really killer in my throat. I'm not used to, talking this much, even in my Let's Plays. Anyways, hope you are enjoying it. It still hasn't turned out weird, which is interesting to me because I would have expected something to happen at this point. Well, weird in a sense of like, mess with your mind. It's weird enough on its own, don't worry about it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check back in for more, and I'll be sure to do more. I wish you all a beautiful rest of this cloudy and dark day, and I'm gonna see you all in whatever next video I make. Bye bye.